Hi, I'm Matt Dopp.
I'm Andrew Golden.
I'm Jeff Wilson, and we just wanted to let you know that this episode you're about to watch was recorded before the coronavirus and our social distancing efforts.
So this week we interviewed Marisa Maglino. She had a bunch of internships going on. She worked for the Eagles and had some stuff with Perfect Game lined up.
Please enjoy this episode and continue to social distance.
Filming in the Milky Way galaxy from planet Earth in Aston, Pennsylvania, in the United States of America, this is Intern TV. I'm your co-host, Matt Dopp, and today we're joined, as always, by the great co-hosts, Andrew Golden and Jeff Wilson. So how are we doing today, boys?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing good. Never been better?
Never.
Never.
Never ever.
And this exact day, never better.
Hey, it's a great day to be great.
It is a great day to be great. You know what you can
I'll
control?
give you that.
Your attitude
Your
and your
effort and your attitude, absolutely. What are you up to? You up to anything good?
Just hanging out, doing my thing.
Yep. Cool. What are you up to? You
Oh,
do anything
shit.
good at LaSalle?
Just facilities.
Solid.
Just taking care of the baseball field. They're about to start. I think they start this week, so
Oh, big baseball season?
yeah, we're prepping it.
How you doing?
We're
How
getting
many
ready.
ground balls do you take a day when you're there?
I don't play baseball.
Oh, okay. You just
Yeah,
facilitate it?
I just work there.
Solid.
But thanks for
Solid.
asking.
Oh, absolutely. You do anything good in your internships?
We just got approved for an MLB event, so
Not a big deal.
working on that. No big deal.
Solid. We're doing a lot of interning. And someone else who's doing a lot of interning is our guest today from New Jersey, senior at Newman, Marisa Maglino.
Welcome.
Thank-
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, good to see you.
Hello, good to see you.
Can't wait. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Thanks for
Appreciate
having
it.
me.
We've been trying to get you on for a while, but you're so busy. We
Yeah.
Sorry.
finally found a day when you weren't
I
interning.
made it here though. I made time.
Absolutely. We can't wait. So what are you up to this semester?
So this semester I'm actually not interning anywhere at the moment because
okay.
I'm the president of the senior seminar class this semester. So that's taking up a lot of.
Madam
No,
President.
go ahead. But last semester I did intern with Perfect Game USA, and they did offer me a position to come back after graduation.
Hey,
in
let's
May.
go!
Hey!
That's when you clap.
I thought being a president was pretty good, but
Both of them. So you've done a lot of internships,
Yes.
right? You list them.
Okay.
that
So
was,
just-
Lot.
I know that was
aggressive.
straight to the
Right
point,
into
but
it.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I started with Choice Sports Cards, just right here in Aston, Pennsylvania, and they make custom trading cards for all the minor league teams and a lot of other organizations as well. And then I went with the Philadelphia Union, and I was events operation in like the grassroots marketing department. And then I moved on to the Philadelphia Soul as game operations and marketing. And then I went to Perfect Game, and that was last summer. And then during this last season for the Philadelphia Eagles, I was game day staff.
It's pretty
So
cool.
now I'm here.
Pretty cool. So where were you when you got your first internship? What year of school were you?
Yeah, so I got my first internship the summer after my freshman year.
And that was the Choice Sports Cards?
Choice Sports Cards.
So
yeah.
what motivated you to go out when you were so young and get an internship and continue to intern for your whole career?
Honestly, I want to say it's all because of Professor Mezzi. His intro class, he kind of made it really clear that if you want to be successful, you had to go out and intern and just build your resume and make connections. So I had nothing sports related on my resume, so I wanted to get out there and start building my resume as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So
Did he?
I give it all to him.
Did he pay you to say that?
Yeah.
Kinda
well,
seems
that was
like
just
something he
paying
would
you,
do.
yeah.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
Nope. There it is. Allegedly.
Yeah. So what were some of your duties when you were a freshman interning? Was it a big time internship? Was it just getting your feet wet? Because I know for us we took smaller ones to start off and we kept building and building. Was that what it was like for you?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was like. Choice Sports Cards is like a smaller organization. It's kind of like family owned, and so it was good. It was good like to start off with because I just got to like start getting the hang of things. I made a lot of connections because I was the one reaching out to like the different minor league teams and saying like, hey, here's your card proof let me know what you think of it. So we made connections through email and everything like that. So I thought it was good, just to get like you said, get your feet wet and get into things.
Do you talked about how you wanted to add sports to your resume. Do you feel like as you kept building up that resume, it was easier and easier to get those internships?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. So I would say choice sports cards was kind of like the hardest one to get, just because it was the first, and I really didn't have like a lot going into it, saying like, hey, I have all this experience, because I really didn't. So I thought that was hard. And then once I started going on and on, it became easier and easier because I had more experiences to talk about, and I had more like more skills and more stuff like that. So it definitely got easier as it went on.
So I know you said you have a full-time job lined up after graduation with Perfect Game. So what are you going to be doing?
So I'm going to be a tournament director. So I will be the one in charge of like certain tournaments or the like areas. So say we have a tournament in like Vineland, New Jersey, I'll be in charge of all the fields there. So usually there's typically, I would say, like 6 to 8 fields per tournament. So I'll be in charge of all of those fields. I'll be running back and forth from field to field, seeing how everything's going, make sure there's no problems. If there is a problem, I'll be the one that they call, and then I have to either go to the field to solve it or whatever. But basically just running the tournament, essentially.
Yeah, so you're going to be going from an intern there to full-time. So how do you think your internship there led you into getting this offer?
So I guess I would just say, honestly, like, just interning there and from tournament to tournament, I was all at different fields, and different, like, every field has like a field coordinator, I guess you can say. Since I was just the intern, I wasn't the field coordinator.
Yeah.
And each field coordinator, they were just like really impressed with the way I was running the tournament. I don't know, I was probably one of the youngest ones as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people have already graduated, or they've been in Perfect Game for years, and like that's what they do all summer long.
Yeah.
So I was one of the youngest and one of the newest, and I guess they were just really impressed with how I was running the tournaments and how successful they were.
Yeah.
So
I'm impressed.
thank you.
Yeah,
It's big time.
that is big time.
So you've mentioned all this experience that you have. What did you find as some of the most challenging aspects of going out and getting that experience, whether it was just finding these opportunities in the first place, or getting your foot in the door, or even after you've had that first internship, getting that second one? Like, what was the most challenging part for you, and how did you handle that?
The most challenging part, I would say,
Stumper.
yeah, a little
No big
bit.
It's okay, now take your time.
It's definitely challenging. Well, it could be, depending how you handle it, but it's definitely challenging trying to balance school, social life, and everything all together with the internships, because you always do want to put your best foot forward for the internship. So it gets hard because like you're trying to balance everything. So I would definitely say that was one of my challenges. But I would say I overcame that challenge, and I found like a way to work with it. So I think that's what you would have to do. That's my advice, to just find the right balance.
Yeah.
And that's all I can really come up with for
So-
challenges.
So staying on the advice factor, so for some people, that first interview might be the biggest, like fear factor kind of thing for them. So what advice do you have going into that interview? How do you prepare? How do you, get the right mindset and be confident when you walk through the door?
So I prepared by just thinking of any possible question that I thought that I could possibly be asked. So even if it's just Googling most asked interview questions, for our sake, Professor Mezzi always talks about the interview questions, and we've done plenty of mock interviews in his classes, so that really was helpful. But I would just say, just try to get to know those questions like the back of your hand and have the answers. That way, you're prepared and you feel comfortable while you're up there.
So I remember when I first came to college, I was fairly lazy. I was used to just going to school, hanging out with my friends, coming home and just sitting in my mom's basement, playing Xbox all night.
At least you're honest.
Exactly. And then you came in and you started interning as a freshman, and then I saw other people that were interning young. What advice would you give to someone who was like me coming into college and was just used to screwing around, not having any responsibility? What advice would you give them about why you should intern as a freshman and why you should get going so soon?
Right. So it's similar to what I was saying before. Like, you want to make sure you build that resume and you have valuable experiences, because like I said, if if you don't have any experience in like the sport industry and that's what you're trying to get into, it's going to be harder.
Yeah.
So if you have experience in the sport industry, it's definitely easier. So I would say build your resume, and to your point, like sometimes it's hard to like jump right into an internship, especially like never having one before. So volunteer experience is always the way to go. Also, I've done that. Like freshman year. There's always volunteer opportunities. So I definitely say build your resume that way, and then start with the internships as well.
And then I know something else that you do is you go to a lot of networking events. I know we went to one at the Phillies together with Jeff and Andrew.
Yes.
What and we were younger, so we were kind of afraid to go up and talk to people.
Absolutely,
but you've always showed us confidence. What would you say to someone who's maybe afraid to network, maybe afraid to go up and talk to someone? Just what would you tell them?
Right. Yeah, I know. As a freshman, I was very scared of going out of my comfort zone and talking to strangers. So it can be very hard, and it is awkward. Truth be told, it's always awkward. Yeah. But I would just say there's really no dumb question. Like, and if you're putting yourself out there and you're asking a professional a question, they like that. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, and they're more than willing to share like their experiences with you and give you advice. So just step out of your comfort zone.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just going to ask. Yeah, I know. Look at me. Jerk. But do you have any funny interview moments, or just like at your internship, any of those internships? Have you ever had like a funny moment or a funny story to tell?
I mean, there's been a few. I know one time I was at the Philadelphia Union, and it was events operations. So we were doing a community event somewhere around here, and we went to like a youth soccer tournament, and we had like all these inflatables up and stuff, and they have a inflatable soccer field, and I was like kind of like in charge of that, and like the kids were like yelling at me. You're only allowed 10 kids at a time. They were yelling at me why they couldn't go in, and I was like, nah, look, you'll be next, just wait your turn, whatever. So I'm talking to the kids, and all of a sudden the soccer ball comes out from over the field and hits me in the head, and now all these kids are laughing at me. So I mean.
Was it an inflatable soccer ball?
No, it was an
real
actual soccer ball.
It gets you every time.
Yeah,
it does.
I had a headache for a while.
The 5
Yeah,
Ds of dodgeball.
What are they?
What are they? You put me on the spot right now. You think I don't know?
I don't know. You act
Dodge,
like you know.
dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
I don't
there
know if
it
you're
is.
right.
I like
so
it.
I'll take
Right
your word.
That would
Dodge a
help
wrench,
if
you
I
can
knew
dodge
it
a
was
ball.
coming, but I wasn't expecting that.
Always
So.
expect the unexpected.
Of course.
Boom.
Boom. You know, that was good. We'll give him a clap for that.
That was a good one.
And you know what? Hey, you know what? Just because you mentioned that and you took a soccer ball to the dome, I'll give you the story chain.
Oh, it's chain season.
It's chain
season.
season. There you go.
Oh, God, thank
There you go. Yep.
There it is.
So,
I'm honored. Thank you.
for those of you that aren't aware, that's the story chain. We're giving it out. If we deem something incredible, you get the story chain. And you know what? That was a very good story, and it impressed me and fired me up. Story
you up.
chain.
You just
now
want to go
you're-
out there and get hit by a soccer ball, right?
Exactly.
You're ready.
If I see anything flying at me, I'm taking it to the head.
Yes.
Just for the opportunity to wear that chain.
That's the way to do
It's
it.
expensive. That's a real deal chain too.
I can
That's a
tell.
real
That
It
could
is.
earn you a tryout with the union if you're
It
going.
could,
if you're
yeah.
going for some headers.
Honestly,
Classic.
There you
Tell
go.
you what, yeah,
I would recommend that.
absolutely. So I know you interned for the Philadelphia Soul, so some arena football.
Yes.
I know you did marketing. I know that was a cool experience for you. You want to talk about some of your experiences from that?
Yeah, so I thought that was probably one of my most beneficial internships, only because I was doing everything behind the scenes for like game day operations. So everything that goes into like setting up and preparing for game day, when it's like I like was helping write the entire PA announcer script. So I thought that was really cool. I was scheduling all the other interns. We had about 15 interns at the time, so I was scheduling them from exactly what they do from a specific time to the next, all for game day. So I thought that was really cool because that is what I want to end up doing in the future. I do want to be in the game operation side of things.
Yeah.
So I thought that was extremely beneficial, and I feel like I learned a lot from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably say.
It's real nice.
From all of your experience, what's been your biggest takeaway? What's sticking in the brain from all your experience that you'll take forth with you down the road?
So my biggest takeaway is to not be scared of anything, even if, say you don't know a lot about a certain sport and there's an internship available, take it. You'll learn as you go. You'll learn a lot from it, and that's all I can say, really. Don't be scared to jump right into things.
Don't be afraid to be great.
Don't be afraid to be great. Can
like
ice
it.
ice.
Every day is a great day to be great. Now.
Yes.
It is true.
It is very
It's
true.
a fact.
That's all we do around here. Just
Absolutely.
speak facts.
Were the Soul in the playoffs when you were with them? I remember they had a couple good seasons.
They were in the playoffs, but we did end up losing right
good to
before
see.
like the championship.
You just
game.
had to bring it up.
Yeah,
Must-
damn.
You had to bring it
Way
up.
to dig into a cup.
Yeah, now,
That must have been a tough
now we're in our
moment.
feels. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No.
Great. Whole
Anyway,
audience
so,
is depressed.
Not everything's great. We all have tough days.
Right.
You have any stories off the top of the head? Any tough moments you had overcoming adversity? A rough day on the internship.
I mean, there's always rough days.
Yeah.
Stuff happens, but I would just say you just have to bounce right back up. I mean, you can
Yeah.
always there's always room to improve. So I mean, take whatever tough thing you encountered and just like learn from it, and then that's all I would say.
So this is something we haven't talked about, surprisingly, given the the where we're at. I know you're interning at the Eagles last semester. So what was that experience like? Like, what were you doing for them? And what was the whole season like?
Right. So I was game day staff. So I basically my responsibilities varied, but I would like scan tickets at the entrances. I would work as a guest service representative, just for if anyone had questions around the stadium, where to go, where to get certain food, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And then I also ushered. So like the people standing at the top of the seats, and they're like, "Oh, your seat's down there." Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Great guy.
No
I mean-
job's too small. Hey,
Hey,
No
no,
job.
you
not at
infiltrated
all.
that Lincoln Financial Field. You got in there.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
big.
Yeah. So it
Did
was
you have
really
a
cool.
Sign? Like
did, the
go,
ushering?
stop.
Yeah. It said
solid.
the stop side said Eagles are at work, and the other
Okay.
side said go ahead.
Go
get to
ahead.
keep
But I did not.
Oh.
But that's okay. I got to keep a lot of memories, so it's good.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
important.
matters.
It's all about the
That's
That's
what
what
memories.
All about
matters.
the
Hey, by any
memories.
chance, do we have a camera shot of the socks? I wore some Eagle
he
socks
is.
in
There
honor.
we go. It's
There it
perfect.
is.
Eagle
There it
socks.
is. Go swoop,
Perfect.
go birds.
Very
Go
fitting.
right.
birds.
Sorry, just
That
had
dog,
to
can you
drop
say
it
that?
out
Of course.
Say
It
what?
was very
Go
fitting.
birds.
Go Birds.
Haha.
I'm a bandwagon Ravens fan.
Oh no.
He likes the other birds.
Just at least we have. Oh wait, I guess that's still a bird, isn't it?
It is a raven is a bird.
It's also a poem.
It is a poem.
It is a
It
poem.
is.
Nevermore.
Edgar Allan Poe.
You know it's also Nevermore? Let's talk about internships. You know
Dude,
why?
hey,
Because it's quick six.
it's quick six
Oh,
time.
God.
Hey, there you go. We're gonna put you in the hot seat.
Switch seats.
There you go. Take a seat.
Hey, plop her down
All
right
right,
there.
let's see.
So if you're familiar,
I am.
we're just gonna rapid fire questions at you.
All right.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Am I
All
good?
right, Andrew, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Would you rather be freezing cold or extremely hot?
Extremely hot. Any day.
If animals can talk, what would be the rudest?
Rudest?
great
Oh
one.
Yeah.
God. Shark, probably.
Yeah.
Took me a while,
Do you
but
call it gravy or pasta sauce?
oh, it's gravy, 100%.
It's pasta sauce. That's what it says on the bottom.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex.
Me too.
Do you prefer driving on asphalt or concrete?
Stumper.
Yeah, only because of like what? Asphalt, I guess.
Nice. I would have said that too.
Many people ask what your favorite color is, but what's your least favorite color?
Yellow.
My
Fair.
room's painted yellow.
It is.
Oof.
Not a fan.
I
Sorry.
hate to see that.
Well, people hate
But
to
you know
say
what? That was
Hey,
good.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Thank
Back in
you.
the seat before you take our jobs. So how'd you like that? Was that good?
Okay, that was pretty awkward, dude.
It was.
Not gonna
It was an
lie.
awkward pause, but it's fine.
It was. That's all right. That's why I have the live audience.
It was
to
not an
clap, you know?
awkward pause. It was a dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause.
Well, he was like,
Yeah.
he was
It
like
was
staring
dramatic.
at us and like we were just staring back. No one even
Hey, that's
talked.
all right.
I liked it. It was great.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed it. I
And
enjoyed
with
being
that-
on the show.
We're out of time.
Okay.
So hey, to everyone watching us, we love you.
We do.
thank you, and we can't wait to get more episodes out there for you. If you want to be part of it, we have a Google Doc out there. Let us know. Email the show, and we will get you on. So with that, Jeff, thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you.
Thank you.
Marissa, thank you. I need that chain back,
Thank
but you can
you.
wear it for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I paid a solid $15 for that.
Whoa, 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 whoa! No prices.
No, it was
Yeah,
yeah.
don't tell
1500.
people that.
1500, yeah.
Yeah, 1500 of course. I can
Thank
tell.
you,
I'm so happy.
audience. Appreciate it. And then that's it. Thank you for watching Intern TV. We will see you next week. Have a blessed day.
Blessed day.